Welcome back to Dungeons and Chronics. Thank you for being here. This is I'm working on the bridge, tunnel, and adjacent building that I wanted to make for this particular building that I've been working on. I still want to do a little bird's nest here somehow, the windows and the doors. You know, while I glue this and paint it, wait for the paint to dry, I'll work on the windows and the doors over here. It's gonna be the size. I don't think I'm using this, but this is what I use, to reference the doors. So the doors, it's gonna be two doors. Hopefully these doors I'll make it open. The other door on the side, I don't know. Okay, so I'm gonna make a tunnel here. I'm gonna use this to trace out the little tunnel I need. I'm gonna make it cobblestone. Probably gonna do it by hand with a pencil. And I'm gonna glue a piece of foam board here to not have that split in the middle and put cobblestones here. Maybe something like this, to give it a little flair. Plus, just for protection for the minis. Like I said, I'm putting it for aesthetics, and so people can't easily fall off the little bridge. So I carved out my tunnel, not exactly perfect. I did it with my Proxxon. I'm gonna glue this together and start carving out the cobblestone. Just about right. It's one of my favorite minis, so you probably see this guy a lot. It'll be like, in my mind, my player character mini before he goes on an adventure or before he levels up, I guess. But that's besides the point. It'll be cobblestones. The thing here, the cobblestone walkway here. Oh, let's get it going. I beveled the edges, like I said earlier, and it makes it a little easier to glue and a little seamless. When you glue it, you don't have so much of a seam. It doesn't look odd. Looks like this is a little longer. So I made the tunnel and the bottom floor. Oh crap! I always do this. I should have carved out the freaking door before I glued this together, but that's another story. So it's gonna be like this. Like I said, this is gonna get a piece of foam board up here, and I'm gonna do cobblestones with the pencil, and I'm gonna do the cobblestones here by hand, and more or less this is gonna be the same. I think I'm gonna darken this with a brown wash. It's too bright for me. I have another house that's kind of like that, so I might give it a brown wash. But I gotta go run some errands real quick. And I'm gonna post this right here, and we'll be right back. This building's only gonna have one window. I was actually not gonna put a grid, a gate, or whatever. I was gonna put a piece of wood. Sorry, that's my coffee maker. You know, a piece of wood so they could hoist like boxes and barrels from there. But I'm not getting into that. So let's do this up. Put a little bit of glue, nothing much. Good to me. I forgot to texture this. I guess I'll wait for this side to dry. You know, as I'm doing it, I always try to, like, when I'm making something, correct mistakes from one project to another, but I always end up making new ones or old ones. I've done this before. And now that it's glued, it's a little harder to give it texture because I don't have something firm. So I'm gonna do this the best I can. Definitely got to give it another coat once it dries. And while this is drying, what I'm gonna do is start painting on this one. Okay, well, I'm waiting for this to dry. I'm gonna put this to the side for a little bit, let it dry completely, and we're gonna work on the bridge. I was gonna do cobblestone. Hold on a second. My intentions was to make a cobblestone like this with the back of a pencil. You know, here, if this was one piece and it didn't have that line in the middle, I would have done it. And I was gonna do it with a piece of foam board. I was testing it out, but I really don't like, this is pink foam, as you can see, and this is foam board, as you can see. But I don't know. I should attempt it, but I just don't like the way it's coming out on the foam board. And it looks way better on the XPS foam. So what I'm gonna do is, I was doing some work yesterday and I didn't